الو، اهلين هلا. تمام الحمد لله. اهلك نزلوا؟ هاي من ندور. بعرف. بدنا نشوف لسه. لا لسه بنفكر. اوكي ان شاء الله. توكل الله. الله سلام.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. This, of course, the instantly recognisable backdrop to many a famous European night, football's ultimate theatre. And already we're underway here. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Ronaldinho. Passing nice and neat. He's played him through. Decent hit! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Good spot, he's seen the run. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Oh, that's a key interception. Can he latch on to this? The ball has bounced loose now. That's a lovely, neat pass. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, and he's through the middle. Now it's Van Basten. And he's found a way past. Shapes to shoot! No mistake! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback. And this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, that's fabulous. But that's too far for anyone. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Upamecano spots it and intercepts. Well, that pass isn't the best. Nicely weighted ball. Szczesny punts it upfield. He's had it taken off him. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Great ball if he can get there. Pass somewhat off target. That's headed upfield. No, that's been intercepted. Played into space out wide. They're not going to make any further progress now. Beckham does really well to win the ball there. Cleared away. Belletti. Alvarez, looking understandably energised after his goal. Messi finds himself offside. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Van Basten. Interesting ball. That is good alertness. Oh, this looks sharp. Great ball, and he's in here. Ronaldinho. That's a decent clearance.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And a header! It's in! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have a breakthrough. And the first 45 minutes are up. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2-1 the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
And we're off again.
Jordan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And we have our very first corner. Beckham plays it short. Big header! They've done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
Messi. Ronaldinho. And claimed it back swiftly. Oh, super ball!
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they were... Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Alvarez. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. That is as far as they're going to go.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 97.559
And the keeper's got it again. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pedri. Rodri. Now it's Pedri. What a throw in. Batistuta. Fermin. Pedri. Upamecano promptly onto that, and that is that.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Ronaldinho stands tall and stands strong. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Jordan can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job.
Decent chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. And there's green grass ahead of him. Alvarez! Ronaldinho. Looking for the run. Messi. Messi! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Oh, the contact was as crisp as it comes. The direction was the issue.
Ronaldinho! No, he couldn't get hold of it.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Looking for options for movement. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 13, el dorsal 16, el dorsal 22 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 21, el dorsal 7, el dorsal 33, el dorsal 4. Cambio de jugadores.
Hernandez clears. And he's heaved it away. And it's Messi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And back to the goalkeeper. The final 5 minutes. Olise kept his eye on it, and he's there. Can he get it through? Gently done. Now that's well seen too. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Messi. Zaire Emery.
Minutos de descuento.
And he cuts out the supply. Hernandez. Rafinha. Oh, played right into his path. Van Basten is herring after that one. Oh, good take and a good air. And Beckham! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So that's it. It is all over. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. So it's down to business. The business that truly gets this crowd engaged. This sight an ageless reminder of the investment in this game. The Pumas know where they truly belong. There's the whistle. And it's Beckham. Played into the middle.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Played it again. Can he put it away? Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's there to get rid. Played back in. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, that's a key interception. He's had a shot! That was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's lofted through here. No, that's been intercepted. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Messi. Jordan yet to have an attempt on goal. And he's managed to get rid. Jordan have reclaimed it. Messi. Beckham. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Bastoni kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's found the way through.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Neymar. Pumas upping the intensity here, having lost. But that is Stuta! Goal! The breakthrough strike! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Messi. Alvarez. Bastoni spots it and intercepts. That's good running with the ball. Always onto this. Upamecano. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, good looking ball. He's Looking to set free a runner. Messi. Jordan do have a chance to counter here. Beckham. Fermin. Ronaldinho.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Oh, that's well spotted. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Messi. Adams gets rid without sophistication. Fermin. Deftly away. Bastoni is there to clear. Bastoni tries to get it clear, and he's there to retrieve it.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
And he's taking no chances there. Crossed in again. Koundé getting this one clear. He's having a go! And he's there to get it away. And the half-time whistle goes. Oh, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Yamal, Upamecano kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And claimed it back swiftly. Passes short and sharp. He can get that clear. Yamal, Conte, the most accurate pass. He's looking for the runner here. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
And we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Gets good distance on it. Moved on forwards. Ronaldinho. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Beckham does really well there. He is strong. That has been knocked clear. Now it's Ronaldinho. He can run onto that. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And it's Ronaldinho. Chips it through. Alvarez! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Se está realizando un cambio.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Pumas have got it back and they'll have another go.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
He has found the way through. Tries to cut back.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, no joy this time. That's a corner kick. Beckham to take it as usual. They've played it short. Pedri is there and he can get that clear. Jordan have the chance to go the other way. Dink through. Ronaldinho.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Elise. And Rafinha. Nice sequence of passes this. Bit of a communication breakdown there it seems. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Zaire Emery. Time and again they are repelled.
Jordan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Good ball over the top. And he's made sure that's not getting through. What a throw in. And that should get the job done. And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper. That is good alertness. That's really well cleared. It's Ronaldinho. Beckham with the clearance. And that's been won straight back. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas and...
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already... Has a go! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Last interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Flamengo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Thuram makes the interception. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. And it's Sané. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Wesley Sneijder. He may be small in size, but he's big on influence, and if he has lively movement around him, he'll find the runners. He's the pivot for all that goes forward.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Played back in. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Beckenbauer. Fullet. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Can he latch on to this? Alvarez is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Yaya Toure. Toure cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picked.
Tries a shot! Goal! Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
He is through here. Just too much on that. Sneijder.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Yaya Toure. Rummenigge.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly.
Up he goes! He scored! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
What a... It's Ronaldinho! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Maldini gets it away. Flamengo have the chance to go the other way. No, that's been intercepted. Pedri.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Beckenbauer.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Pedri. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
No luck with that dink over the top. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That pass has been well intercepted. That's a nicely measured pass. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Araujo getting this one clear. Now it's Lewandowski. Hits one! And it's Sané. He's picked his way through. Sané. Good, strong midfield running here. Decent hit! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Not the most accurate pass. Araujo. Maldini. Beckenbauer. Oh, that's fabulous.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's got away. He gets big. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
This possibly the last play of the half. Defending of the desperate variety. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Jordan head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. And we are up to the break.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Rummenigge. Schneider. Oh, that's well spotted. Schneider. Schneider going face-to-face. Rummenigge!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Played out towards the right wing. In with a header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Messi. No, that was never going to make it. And it's Yaya Toure.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Sané finds himself unceremoniously floored. Flamengo have their second corner now. He rises! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Toure proves just a little bit too strong. Flamengo are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And he's managed to get free. He's got two. Goal! Flamengo! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
Substituição em andamento.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Fermin with the clearance. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ronaldinho. That is good alertness. Well read, nice interception. And he's managed to get rid. There they go, hunting in tax. Yaya Toure. Jordan can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Beckenbauer. Yaya Toure. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Maldini gets over and intercepts. And it's Al-Sharawi. Rafinha.
Jordan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And they're back on the ball again. Good spot, he's seen the run. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Ronaldinho is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Al-Sharawi. Shade too heavy, keeper can pick that up. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Back into the middle. Al-Sharawi. Taken back almost at once. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! There was plenty of power on that. Sané, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Spread neatly. He's found a way through. Climbs up big. He will be livid with himself. The final seconds now. And here's Hullet. Hernandez promptly. And that's that. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost it. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Vibrant and vivacious, there is a genuine appetite for the game here, retaining, as it does this stadium, the spirit of the grand old ground they left behind a mile away. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Jordan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Upamecano makes the interception. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, this lad, Dominic
Alvarez! Another throw-in. Yaya Toure. Mbappe, he's through here. Pull it. And they're quick to get it back. Rodri. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Rodri, and it's Ronaldinho. That is good strength, and he has been fouled there.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Ronaldinho was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Messi. Still goalless at the moment. To Messi. Now it's Rodri. Rodri in acres of space out wide. And he's had it nicked away. Ronaldinho driving forwards. It's a throw-in. And it's Messi. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Now that's well seen too. Well, that looks a cracking ball. That has been cut short. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Just swings wide.
That's just plain unlucky. There were many, me included, who thought that was going in.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Messi.
Pretty robust defending.
And it's Ronaldinho. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
that will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Rodri. And here's Mbappe. Can he get away here? No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Messi. Alvarez. Oh, that's a key interception. Rodri. Pedri. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Hullet. Somerslay. Oh, super ball. Shapes to shoot! It's there!
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Fermin.
Jordan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Engages and forces him off the ball. No, again there's no way through. Pedri running with the ball. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Alvarez. Now it's Ronaldinho.
Has been indicated.
That's headed upfield. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Pass somewhat off target. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He rises! He's got a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Szoboszlai. That is good alertness. Bastoni calmly anticipates. Not the most accurate pass. And he welcomes it in. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, the ball's come. Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Nicely aimed pass. But that has not gone well. Rodri. Can he latch on to this? That's a shade optimistic.
Mission one has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Oh, well played, well played. Ronaldinho. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Rodri. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And the shot!
The attendance for this match
Now it's
was
Bullet.
61,052.
Tottenham have got it back and they'll have another go. Messi. Good spot, he's seen the run. He's in space and looking for options. Decent hit! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Messi is firing after that one. Stood up well to him there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Played into space out wide. Tries a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Substitution on the field. Number 5.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 21, Alice. Number 3, Cannavaro.
Oh, there's a probing ball.
Number 22,
Time, excellent
Messi.
interception.
Coming on the field. Number
And it's Bale.
15,
Mbappe! Mbappe! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Tottenham with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And he cuts out the supply. Just about up to 75 minutes. Great ball if he can get there.
Jordan merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
El Shaarawy. Pedri. Oh, that's neat. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Can he finish? It's a goal! And on This day, when he celebrates his 200th appearance, a memorable moment.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Jordan get themselves into the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Pull it. Bellingham. And the counter is on.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, that was vital. Now it's Bale. Now it's Bale. Mbappe. And he's running through. Hits one. He's scored. 9 minutes and we're all square again. As simple as you like. The outcome utterly inevitable.
Rummenigge really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passes short and sharp. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Pumas, one of the big clubs in Mexico, the Big Four, and they have a following to match. Nigh on 70,000 proudly parading their colours. We have already started here. Stones kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Ronaldinho. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Koundé cuts out the pass. Messi has been caught there, it's a foul. So who's he going to be aiming for here? And that's off target.
Messi has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you. We've seen a few flyers over time, Peter, but this one is eerily reluctant.
You mean Dennis Bergkamp, of course.
Yeah, what a brilliant operator. I mean, his levels of skill and technique and imagination are just textbook, and sometimes off the scale. He won't back down in a challenge either.
And for a moment, time stood still. He's a sharp little ball here.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Has a look up and drives it forward. Bastoni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Real chance! Goal! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It was fast and furious, and all but unstoppable.
Jordan have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Pedri did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Giroud. Upamecano can get it clear.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Bergkamp. Bergkamp unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pedri gets a foot in here. Well, that's well seen too. Hernandez. Can he latch on to this? And here's Giroud.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And it's Bergkamp. Rafinha. And here's Rafinha.
Rafinha really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity.
Tries a shot! It's a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Pumas grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Giroud, Bergkamp, now it's Rabiot, in with the challenge. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. Alvarez. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rodri. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Rabiot. And it's Giroud. And it's Bergkamp. Rafinha. Zaire Emery plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. That looks a good ball through. It's a mighty effort! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. And it's Rabiot. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Rafinha. He's had a hit!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Alvarez goes on a charge down the left. Bergkamp. Rabiot. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Well timed, excellent interception. He's through, now is he in? Pedri was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Alvarez. It's a good spot. Hits one! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Jordan go into the lead. It's a great ball. And the finish! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Jordan have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Rafinha. Oh, robust challenge. And that has left him in a heap. Goes down, but nothing given. And it's lofted through here. Oh, played through for the wide man. Engages and forces him off the ball.
La cantidad de
Headed upfield.
este partido fue de 70.987.
That looks a decent ball. Now it's Rafinha. He's shifting through the chance! Goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Bumazunam clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
This is quite a battle.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Picked out brilliantly. Pumas can breathe again, just.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Oh, what a pass! Defending of the desperate variety. Messi. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pumas appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit.
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target. It was worth a go.
That has been cut short. Alvarez. Rabiot. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. Alvarez. Passing nice and neat. And Messi! What a sensational save from Ederson!
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short into feet.
Número 21.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they?
Entran número 49.
Pedri.
Número 10.
Oh, good take in a good area.
Número 34.
George merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
That is a great pick out. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. This is intriguing. Next goal, critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Granit Xhaka. Fernando Torres. That looks a good ball through.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Fiddles it through. He's had a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Se van a jugar
Ronaldinho.
2 minutos de
Bastoni
compensación.
calmly anticipates. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Can he get onto this? He's picked his way through. And a shot! Oh, shooting chance! The whistle has gone and it is all over. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. This, of course, the instantly recognisable backdrop to many a famous European night. Football's ultimate theatre. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He won't be happy with that one. No, that's been intercepted.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Maradona is herring after that one. Ronaldinho, with 200 games under his belt now, the standout name from both lineups. Don't you reckon, Jim?
Yeah, and he's proven himself.
Ronaldinho! Oh, he couldn't get hold of it.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Irwin. Baresi. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. And here's Neymar. Rodri. Neither side yet able to find the net. And he welcomes it in. He's cut it out.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Alvarez, nicely spread. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's had a shot! It's there! What a moment for the double centurion!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Neymar.
That was lovely, that.
He is through here. It's Maradona! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Maradona actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And they've got rid. Messi. Rodri. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Baresi. He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense, played out to the left flank, And he's intervened well there. Rodri plays a sharp little ball here. Irwin. And that's another good win of the ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Rodri. Bergomi is flagged offside. Moved on forwards. Jordan are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Oh, important interception. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Neymar, Maradona, and he's running for a decent hit! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Another save.
Yeah, while he won't be happy with some of the defending in front of him, he can hold his head high. That was a fantastic stop.
Aimed beyond the defence. In with the challenge. And the pass is intercepted. Pops him off it and wins back the ball.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And it's Maradona. Bergomi. And he welcomes it in. Here's Rodri. And the half-time whistle goes. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal. And that is the state of it at the break. 1-0. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Jordan come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
And we're underway again. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now it's Ronaldinho. And they've got a throw. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Besiktas clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Not the most accurate pass. Maguire.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, that's well spotted. Well timed, excellent interception. Crunching tackle. He can run onto that. It's Maradona! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Maradona is offering a wry smile there.
Besiktas with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Irwin. Baresi. Jordan are still that goal to the good. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Neymar. Davids. He's got away. Schmeichel has that under control. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Ronaldinho being hunted in.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
That's a fine challenge.
Besiktas are definitely going about this the right way.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Irwin. Davids. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if...
He's had a hit! He's scored! Besiktas back on level terms! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 11.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Can he finish? And it's in! And they're back in front! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Big chance! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
The keeper felt he had that covered. Some of the crowd were less convinced. It was really well drilled.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Into the last quarter of an hour.
Jordan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now who's going to be first to this? He's got the shot away! Should have equalised.
Mohamed Salah nearly produced the perfect retort. That can only be a means to have another go.
And he's taking no chances there. And it's Salah. Now that's well seen too. Rodri. Now then, the ball's come loose. And that has left him in a heap. Ronaldinho is wide and looking to get onto this. Maguire. Irwin. Olise promptly onto that, and that is that. Schmeichel gets rid without sophistication.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Besiktas need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Zaire Emery. Pedri. Kubo. No joy this time. Pedri showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Habrá 3 minutos
Board
de
shows there will
descuento.
be 3 extra minutes. Kubo. Kubo. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, can he get onto this? The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, perfectly measured that. Shade too heavy. Keeper could pick that up. And that's that. Jordan pulled through. Sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And it's Maradona. No, that's been intercepted. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Stoichkov showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Abiati comes out and deals with it.
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of fullback bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone...
It's Ronaldinho! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Ronaldinho actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, what a climb! That was superb goalkeeping.
Alvarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Roberto Carlos powering forward here. Messi! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's played him through, and he's managed to get free. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Alvarez. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now it's Pedri.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Up he goes! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
So it is still 0-0. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Tries to dink it through. Oh, that's a key interception. And he's quick to snatch it back. That is a great pick out. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Zaire Emery. Oh, super find. He is through here. Ronaldinho's delivery. Danger averted for now. Messi. Crunching tackle. And here's Alvarez. Alvarez. Big chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's Messi. And that's been won straight back.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Shifted it to the flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Koundé. Stoichkov. And it's Beckham. Passes short and sharp. And he welcomes it in.
Villa really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Messi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Stoichkov, he's had a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Nice.
And we've reached half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we're underway again. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Alvarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Shot a goal! Oh, the ball's coming. Tries a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And they can counter here. Pedri. Well, that looks a good ball through. Now it's Ronaldinho. He has found the way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And Messi! Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's straight offside. Galatasaray upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can.
Oh no, what has happened here?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Aims beyond the defence. Stoichkov unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He can get that clear. Looking for the run. That is good alertness. Bastoni is there to clear.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah.
David Villa! David Villa showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Pass just lacking in accuracy. That's really well cleared. That has not gone well. And that's a throw-in. David Villa. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Roberto Carlos is there and he can pick it up. Played out to the right. He can run onto that. And the shot has another go. That's a lovely, neat pass. Beckham. Upamecano cuts it out.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Zaire Emery. Not the most accurate pass. That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Substitution for Galatasaray.
We
Number
have got
15,
changes here from both sides, in
Stoichkov.
fact.
Number 8, Beckham.
Terrific
Number 2,
header.
Adams.
Decent
Number
attempt, but
12,
not quite good enough.
Pedro Bastoni. Number 6,
Beckenbauer
Conte.
picks it up from the goal
Coming
kick.
on the field,
David Villa. Oh, it's David Villa! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Neymar. Number 13, Franz Beckenbauer. Number 3,
Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Ruben Neves.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
David Villa shapes to shoot. He scores. That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Number 9.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Drogba demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Galatasaray have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number one contender, and he's done it again.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Oh no, he's got that wrong. That's a throw. Olise clears.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, well played, well played. Beckenbauer gets it clear. Koundé. Time and again they are repelled.
Jordan need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
3 minutes at a time.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And they've got rid. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without a
everybody,
doubt, it is the
and
week's
welcome to
most
today's
eagerly
match.
awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game, promising one.
Well, it wasn't a bad effort. I mean, you could see his intention. It just needed a bit more curl and bend to take it away from the goalkeeper.
Now it's Messi. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every... Oh, no, what has happened here? Real chance here! Chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ronaldinho. Great chance! Oh, super ball. He's got the shot away! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And one more try! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. No way through. And here's Haaland. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Jordan have reclaimed it. Can he get it through? Messi could try cutting inside here. That has been knocked clear. But he's gone backward here. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, he's found support out wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Jordan finding their passes. Look at the space here. There's the hit! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Messi plays it short. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Besiktas are looking to go forward now. Now it's Messi. Jordan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
He has found the way through. Davis. Bastoni clears. And reclaimed it in a trice. Ronaldinho. And he's been shifted off it. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's De Bruyne.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Alvarez providing Alvarez! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now it's Mbappe.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Some resolute defending there.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And the shot! They've done it! Besiktas back on level terms.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides and with such great individual talent on show. It could go either way.
Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Alvarez. That looks a good ball through. And he was alert to it. And he's there to belt it away. Neymar. Oh, that's well spotted.
Indicated.
Messi gets into some space.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Neymar. And the first half is done. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. And we are back on the way.
Jordan have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Davis. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Pity that because it had a decent chance of progressing.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Alvarez. Ronaldinho in acres of space out wide. Van Dijk is there and he can get that clear.
Besiktas clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that...
Can he finish? A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
He won't be happy with that one. Kante takes control of it and he's on the move. Haaland. Oh, shooting chance! De Bruyne!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
71,550.
The referee has given a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Shot! Goal! Goal! Besiktas! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Substitution for Besiktas.
Number 9.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 7.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Messi.
And they deserve great credit.
Oh, what has happened here?
Neymar. Number 17.
And Dijk with the clearance.
Coming on the field. Number 20.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Number 42. Musiala. Number 14.
Referee. Substitution.
Vinicius Junior. Looking for the run-up. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Kante getting this one clear. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Engages and forces him off the ball. He's in plenty of space here. He is through here. Ronaldinho.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Besiktas are looking to break at pace.
Ronaldinho really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Corner number 2 then. That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Vinicius Junior. He's come in hard. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And the pass is intercepted. Ter Stegen can pick that up. That's really well cleared. Great ball if he can get there. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Into the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Back into the middle. It's a pretty loose pass. Kimmich. Yamal! He scores! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Yamal duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Besiktas could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison.
Well, if you did just miss it...
Oh, here's a chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Ronaldinho is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Zaire Emery. It's Ronaldinho! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited and they need filling, and fast.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market, and often seen as an integral component in the next generation of Spanish midfielders. He's got that outstanding quality of being able to shield the ball particularly well, and that is key to any holding midfielder.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. He's in plenty of space here. Rodri. And it's Ronaldinho. Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Koundé. Messi. Still goalless at the moment. Fiddles it through. Hernandez. Barcelona looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose. If they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Short changes him with that pass. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Serán sustituidos por El dorsal
And
18.
somehow it stayed
El
out.
dorsal 14.
Sends it crossfield. Maradona. Neymar. Drill chance! It's a goal kick.
Jordan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Has a goal! Oh, he's really drilled it.
El Shaarawy just couldn't steer it on target. Everything else was up there.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Messi. Pedri. That has not gone well. Ronaldinho! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
This is their second corner of the game. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Maradona, and he's running through. Neymar. It's Neymar! Decent hit and on target. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. El Shaarawy.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Bergkamp. Rodri. That's a nicely measured pass. El Shaarawy. Oh, that's fabulous. Great hit! 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Now that's well seen too. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Maradona. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Neymar. Adams calmly anticipates. Oh, that's an inviting ball. 5 minutes till the break. Now it's Messi. Pedri. Zaire Emery. He's shifting through the gears here. Shot a goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Ronaldinho actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Jordan have their third corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a little off target.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Oh, he's found support out wide. That's been cut out, well played. And Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And it's half-time here. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And the game has already resumed here.
Jordan have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Koundé. And it's Messi. Now it's Rafinha. It's Thuram. Played out towards the right wing. Mbappe! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That's headed upfield. Neymar.
This is what good chemistry is all about. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Pulls it back. Terrific header! Harmlessly behind. Hernandez is there, and he can pick it up. Gently done. It's a pretty loose pass. He's gone forward, and the pass is intercepted. Always onto this.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Big chance! Defending of the desperate variety. Pedri. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Taken back almost at once.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Can he finish? And the ball's come loose here. That's really nicely played. Oh, he's played it in low. Messi. And still we await the first breakthrough. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Jordan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Rodri does really well to win the ball there. Well, that pass isn't the best. Rice. It's a throw-in. Well, there's the clearance. Thuram. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Back into the middle. Shot could be on. Plays it in low. And he's quick to get it clear again. Ball's gone out of play. And it's hoisted clear. And he's gone backward here. Now it's Ronaldinho. And it's Messi.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That'll be a throw-in. And he was quick to react. Mbappe. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Mbappe. And he's picked out the run. That's a sharp pass. Kunde promptly onto that, and that is that.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 24, el dorsal 5 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 23.
Good looking ball. Can he get onto this?
Messi. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio.
Barcelona have reclaimed it. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, nicely intercepted. Aim forwards. Mbappe. Hernandez clears. They're back in possession and ready to go again.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
And he's had it nicked away. Fermin. Oh, this looks sharp. And the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now it's Ronaldinho. Fermin. He's picked his way through. No, he's not going to get any further than that. And the referee brings it to a close. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. This, of course, one of the greatest shrines to European football, indeed, to football all over the globe. The Spotify Camp Nou here, pretty much bang centre in the Catalan capital. We have already started here. Fires from distance. Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
There will be a throw-in. Can he get onto this? Messi. Has a look and place it forward. He's having a go! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range. Well, the greatest goal threat down below us, Peter, is Michael Owen.
Forever the boy wonder. Burst onto the world scene, of course, in such sensational style and left us with that unforgettable impression.
Yeah, and he'll forever be remembered for that, Peter, but his catch-me-if-you-can style of finishing and one-on-one duels with keepers, it became the norm.
Absolutely so, and I guess we're all expecting him to notch a goal or two here. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And that is a little undercooked. Rafinha is offering some sort of an apology there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Fermin. Well, played right into his path. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, that's a nice ball. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well read, nice interception. Messi in acres of space out wide. El Shaarawy, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Jordan with the corner, there first. That's a decent clearance. And he's had a hit! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Now it's Messi. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Owen unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's El Shaarawy. Zaire Emery. Messi. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That pass isn't the best. And here's El Shaarawy! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Now it's Owen. Yamal. Rafinha showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Played back in. And that was very necessary. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. That has been cut short. Always onto this. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
They've got it again. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And here's Owen. And here's Rafinha. Oh, that's nice. Rafinha. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Played out towards the right wing.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems.
Habrá un minuto de
Pretty
descuento.
loose pass. Fermi. Eze. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. Some first-half thoughts?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And Messi! That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Spread it left. Fofana, he won't be happy with that one. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Yamal. And he goes cross-field. And he was quick to react. Pedri. He's in plenty of space here. Can he latch on to this? Deftly away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Van der Ven gets good distance on it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Nice sequence of passes, this. And he's heaved it away. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is...
Great hit!
La asistencia es de
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Oh, he really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Rafinha plays it short. Jordan has the chance to go the other way. Jordi Alba is there and he can pick it up. Pass is just off target. And they've got rid. Aims beyond the defence. Owen was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Rodri. Eze.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
No, that's been intercepted. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Looking for the run. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Has a goal! He scores! And finally, he has breathed life into the game. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
el dorsal 92, el Sharawi, el dorsal 13, el dorsal 3, el dorsal 33.
Jordan choosing to make the first change. A swift reaction then, and the boss opting to reshuffle his defence.
Yeah, and that's not totally surprising. The manager obviously felt his defence needed reinforcement. He can't afford a repeat.
There's the shot! Eze getting this one clear.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming. Shapes to shoot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. Fermin can get it clear. That's a little off target.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell.
Oh, he's been Kubo! And that could come back to haunt them.
Kubo couldn't quite put that away, but there's plenty of positives in how they've responded.
And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that was vital. Corner number 2 then. Rafinha with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Ronaldinho. Kubo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ronaldinho. He's found a way through. And he's hit it long.
Jordan have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
It's Ronaldinho! He's keen, determined to have his say.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, smashing header! And he hits the net! Dying minutes, and we're all square again! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to...
Can he put it away? Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Barcelona take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. This, of course, one of the greatest shrines to European football, indeed, to football all over the globe. The Spotify Camp Nou here, pretty much bang centre in the Catalan capital. So it's away we go then. Now it's El Shaarawy. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
It's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Paris Saint-Germain have got it back and they'll have another go. Upamecano. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Ronaldinho. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he's intervened well there. Pedri. El Shaarawy. Ronaldinho. Rodri. And it's El Shaarawy. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's got away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Totti. Well timed, excellent interception. Costa Curta kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's in plenty of space here. And it's hoisted clear. Koundé, Mohamed Salah. Ronaldinho. He's dribbled past his man here. He's picked his way through. Costa Curta. That has been slung wide. And here's Messi. He's through here. Messi, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Jordan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Tchouaméni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Now the finish! It's off target and by quite a way.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. He's had a hit! In for the pieces! Goal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Jordan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Haaland, he's going for goal! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh no, this does not look good. Bastoni getting this one clear. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Out for a throw. Pedri.
Jordan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
That has been cut short. Defending was strong and firm. Ronaldinho has it out wide and in space. Oh, he's seen that early. Used the looks for the finish. Missed by a fraction. Just 5 minutes left until the break. He has found the way through. Kunde. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And he's managed to get free.
Messi, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match. This is the time you need that pace.
That is a great pick out. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Jordan come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So off we go once more. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. And here's Mbappe. Totti. The message is clear. None shall pass. It's a great ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Salah. Well, that could spell trouble. Pedri. Floated through. Now it's Messi. He is through here.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Tchouaméni cuts out the pass.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
That looks a good ball through. El Shaarawy, Ronaldinho, decent hit! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Ronaldinho really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now.
Asciende a 96.847 espectadores.
It's Ronaldinho! And he hits the net! And with that goal comes comfort!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Jordan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Played back in. Spread it left. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's found a way through. That is decidedly lacking.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Spread out to the left. Oh, he's played it in low. Good read, needed to be. Pedri! Now, who's going to be first to this? Totti. Messi. That's beautifully weighted. Oh, well played, well played. Chance! It's a loose ball. Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
It's their second corner of the game.
El dorsal 13. El dorsal
Up for a
92.
header!
El Sharawi.
That was superb goalkeeping.
Alvarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
El dorsal 7. El dorsal 21.
He could be in
El
here.
dorsal 22.
Oh, that's a key
El dorsal
interception.
14. Cambio
And
de
he can clear it
jugadores.
away. And he stands tall, impenetrable. And here's Totti. Climbs up big. And he's there to belt it away. And that's a good ball. He's got the shot away! And that's a throw-in. Rodri, and that interception was most necessary. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And here's Totti.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that's fabulous. Lovely bit of skill. Kubo! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Pedri has it in a wide position. Terrific header! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed. Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
That is Conte. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Ronaldinho. Conte. Looking for the runner. Great ball if he can get there. Big chance! It's in! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for it.
Great hit! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Desperate defending required here. And a shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Oh, well played, well sorted out. So that's it. It is all over. Jordan proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. What fantastic scenes here in Barcelona. This massive stadium, officially Europe's largest, and from what we understand, about to become even bigger than it is now. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Koundé cuts it out. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Guardiola cuts out the pass.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Has a goal! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Jordan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's through here. Well, there's the clearance. And he's only too happy to take that back. Nuno Mendes. There's the hit! In he goes again. A real chance and a real let-off.
That's an example of the sixth sense of opportunism that many of his ilk show. Masterful anticipation.
Think through. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Fiddles it through.
There they go, hunting again.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Bastoni gets across to intercept that. And it's Messi. Mendes charging forward, the ball at his feet. Nuno Mendes is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Nuno Mendes. Vinicius Junior. He's got the shot away! It's there! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Pinches it off him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And here's Messi. Guardiola wins the duel this time. Approaching the half-hour mark. He's played him through. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
This ended up in no man's land. And Batistuta! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Big header! Bastoni gets it away. Pedri does really well to win the ball there. Try Conte! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. And he gets rid in a hurry. Now the finish! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Vinicius Junior. Shot a goal! And more and more and more. And they are pulling clear here.
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Big chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Stood up well to him there. He's had a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? There's a searching pass. Pass somewhat off target. And it's El Shaarawy.
2 minutos de descuento.
Bastoni. Upamecano calmly anticipates. Nuno Mendes. Good spot, he's seen the run. Oh, that's fabulous. El Shaarawy. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the contrast in fortunes here could not be much more stark. All smiles on one side, their qualities have shone through. But look across the other way, and there is nothing short of absolute deflation.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 92.
And the action is back on the way.
Será reemplazado por
Jordan
el dorsal
come out for this
22.
second half with a different lineup. The manager has made a big call here. Oh, Red, nice interception. Some resolute defending there. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Cleared away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Yama, and here's a chance. And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And now a sudden chance to counter. Alvarez. Cleared without hesitation.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Bastoni always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Taken back almost at once. Threads one in. Messi. Alvarez! Really well taken goal.
Jordan clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So is this the start of a comeback? Hoisted upfield by the keeper.
Asciende a 96.026.
Oh, that's a key interception. Batistuta engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, he's found some space here. And the ball is out of play. Guardiola is there and he can pick it up. Jordan still have the cards to affect this game.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Fermin looking to get on the end of this. Great ball if he can get there. And that has been clubbed away and smartly reclaimed. Oh, this looks sharp. That has been slung wide. So what can they make of this?
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Ronaldinho. Quality ball. That looks a good ball through. Played into space out wide. He gets big! Caught offside that time.
va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even.
Had a shot! And he's lifted it over.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Pedri, Rodri.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Messi goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Messi, and he was alert to it. Rafael Leao, Vinicius Junior. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Oh, delightful ball. Rafael Leao is on his own. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. That has been cut short. Can he spark a counter here? Ronaldinho. That looks a cracking ball.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Bastoni gets over and intercepts. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Pedri. And that is that. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times,